السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are looking at lesson number 20, as you can see, and then the topic for today's lesson is Qiraa, right? Qiraa. Okay, so as you can see, the author is trying to describe, or the one speaking, the mutakallim here, is trying to describe to us his village. So we all know that Qiraa is a village, and this Yaw mutakallim, of course, we all know what it stands for. So Qiraa, my village, right? My village. So let's begin, inshallah. So he says that Qiraa, as you can see, Qiraa jamilatun fi wasatil حقول وبساطين كأنها جزيرة في بحر أحضر. He says, Qiraa, my village, جميلة, is beautiful. في وسط حقول, in the middle of fields. In the middle of fields. He's describing his village. وبساطين, and gardens. So his village is found, or is located, or situated in the middle of fields and gardens. That's what he says here. So hukulun, we all know hukulun. Hukulun is the plural of haklun, and haklun means a field, just an open place, a field where maybe they farm or they play football, or a field, just an open field. That's what term as haklun. The plural is hukulun. Wabasatin, and basatin I think we have seen before, gardens, right? Bustan, that's the plural of bustan. So the village is located in between, or at the middle of fields and gardens. Ka'annaha, as if it is jaziratun, as if it is an island. Fi bahrin ahdara, in a green sea. In a green sea. So that is how he described the beauty of his village. He says that La tara fiha illa hudratan wa ma'an. You do not see in it, in the village, illa hadratan, except greeneries. Except greeneries. Wa ma'an, and water. Fal ardu hadra'u, the earth is green. Wal hukulu hadra'u, so as the fields are also green. Wal dunya kulluha hadra'u, and the earth, all of it, hadra'u, is green. Fi qaryati, in my village. So he's saying that the village is located in the middle of fields and gardens, and then the fields, the earth, are all green. And he said it is similar to an island. Of course, what he is describing here is just the description of an island, right? We all know. So let me try to give you a pictorial view, so that as we are going through, it won't seem something imaginary, right? Aina jaziratun. Okay, I think there's a jazira here. Okay, so you see, this is similar thing he is describing. Okay, a village, a locality which is situated in water. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so I hope you can see this is a jazira. This is actually a jazira. A jazira. So he's saying his village is similar to this jazira. Okay, surrounded by water, and then the earth is all green. Okay, so observe. ويجري من تحت قريتي. ويجري من تحت القرية and flowing, or let me come, ويجري من تحت القرية نهر ماؤه نقي. So he says that we all know nahrun. Nahrun is what? The river, right? So he says that river flows under the village. Ma'uhu naqiyun shaffafun. Its water is naqiyun. When we say naqiyun, bimana pure. Shaffafun, transparent. So he's describing the water that flows under his village. He says that a water flow, a river. Okay, يجري من تحت القرية نهر. A river flows under the qarya, the village. Ma'uhu nakiyun. Its water is pure. Shaffafun, transparent. Bimana you can see through it. We say shaffafun, bimana something that is transparent. You can easily see through it. لأنه يجري على الرمل. Because he's saying that it is pure and transparent because لأنه يجري على الرمل, because it flows on sand. Raml is a very fine sand. I don't know whether you have seen that kind of sand before. When you go to the coast, okay, you see this type of sand, very small in size. That's what term as the raml. It's fine sand. Okay, so the water flows on fine sand. Hope you understand. Okay. نغتسل في هذا النهر. اغتسل, we know اغتسل is to what? To bath. يغتسل, he is bathing. So he says that نغتسل في هذا النهر. We bath in this river. We bath in this river. ونسبح, and then we swim. Okay. The verb here is sabaha. Yasbahu. He is swimming. Yasbahu, he is swimming. So we have sibahatun. Okay. The noun swimming. So sibaha. Okay. وَنَلَعَبُ, and then we play. وَنَشْرَبُ مِنْ مَائِهِ النَّقِي, and we drink from its pure water. I hope that is clear. وَنَرَى السَّمَقَ, and we see the fish. يَجْرِي مِنْ هُنَا وَهُنَا, running here and there. Okay, this expression huna wa huna means here and there. When we say huna wa huna, okay, in English we say here and there. So yajri min huna wa huna, okay, running here and there. So the water is transparent such that you can see fish, moving from one place to another, and you can easily see it. Wanara sodafa, and then we see a sodaf. Sodaf is just also a fish, but specifically in English we see oyster, right? Oyster. That's what we term as the sodaf, right? Oysters. So whenever sodafa, and we see oyster, fi qa'r nahr, at the depth of the river. When we say qa'r, the depth of something, the bottom part. Okay, that's what we term as qa'r, the depth. So fi qa'r nahr, we see oysters at the depth of the river. لأن الماء, because the water نقي is pure. Okay, شفاف, transparent. وقد تعلمنا السباحة, and we had learned sibaha. So you have now seen the noun form. This is sibaha. Okay, you can see here, where is it? Nasbahu. You see this nasbahu, that's the verb. As I told you, sabaha, he swim. Yasbahu, he is swimming. The noun is sibahatun, swimming. So if I say I know swimming, ana a'rifu sibahata, I know swimming. I hope that is clear. So that's the noun form, sibaha, sibahatun. Okay. وَقَدْ تَعَلَّمْنَا السِّبَاحَةَ, and we had learned sibaha. I've explained this use of qad, right? وَقَدْ تَعَلَّمْنَا السِّبَاحَةَ, we had learned sibaha. وَنَحْنُ صِغَارٌ, while we were small. There's something very important here. This wa, we call it wawul hal. It doesn't mean end. Okay, if I say وَقَدْ تَعَلَّمْنَا السِّبَاحَةَ وَنَحْنُ صِغَارٌ, it doesn't mean we had learned swimming and we are small. No, it means while. I hope that is clear. As I said, we call it wawul hal. Okay, so for example, if I say this child, his father died, or he lost his father while he was small. How that is clear. If I want to say so I'll say faqada abahu wa huwa saghirun. He lost his father while he was small. So that while, you see, while. So another, if I say I entered the masjid while the imam was going to ruku, I just entered and the imam was also going to ruku. So I will say dakhalatul masjida wal imamu yarka'u. So you see, well, that wa there means while. So that's why we say wawul hal. Hal means condition. It gives the condition in which something occurred. So when if you say وَقَدْ تَعَلَّمْنَا السِّبَاحَ, we had learned swimming. Now this wa means in what condition did they learn the swimming? وَنَحْنُ سِغَارًا, bimana in their, they are childish. Okay, وَنَحْنُ سِغَارًا, while we were small, or we were children. فَإِذَا كَانَتْ أَيَّامُ الْمَطَرِ, so if it is in the days of matter, bimana the days of rainy days, فَادَ النَّهْرِ, فَادَ النَّهْرِ. When we say fado, another beautiful word. Fado means to overflow. If assuming you are filling a cup with water, you are pouring water into a cup, and then you keep on pouring, you keep on pouring, you keep on pouring, till a point where the water, the cup gets full. What will happen? The water will start to pour out. So we see fado al-kub. Okay, out fadol ma. Sorry, fadol ma. The water is overflowing. It pours out. For something to pour out, we say fado, to overflow or to pour out. I hope that is clear. So if I add alif at the beginning, if I had hamza at the beginning, afado, it will mean he did it. Like someone overpoured. As you are pouring water, someone is pouring water and it overflows. You see, afado, he overpoured it. But the water itself, the thing which is, spilling out, is what we term as a fado. Okay, it overflowed. Okay, so fado nahr, the river overflows. You see, when a river, sometimes maybe there is so much rain, and there is a spill out of water. We say fado nahr, the river is overflowing. Oh, that is clear. Even in the Quran, I think it comes when Allah is talking about Hajj. You see, Hajj at the day of Arafah, when they finish Arafah, you see that Hajj quantity, the number of people, okay, several thousands of people or millions. So when the people come out of Arafah, you see there is a large chunk pour out. There's going to be a spillover of people when they are done with the rituals of Arafah and they are pouring out. So Allah says in that context that فَإِذَا أَفَضْتُمْ, you see this word there, similar word, فَإِذَا أَفَضْتُمْ min arafatin faskurullaha indal mash'aril haram. When you pour out of Arafah, when you are done with the rituals and then you pour out, or you see you see the image I'm trying to give you. So it's a very beautiful word. So when I say fadun nahr, the river overflows. Okay, wa kana ardun kabirun, and the land kana ardun kabirun, the earth was big. Okay. Abarna has a nahr. We cross this river. I hope that is clear. We cross this river. When we say abara, the verb here is abara. Okay. Abara means he crossed. Ya'buru, he is crossing. Okay. So if I say huwa ya'buru tariq, he is crossing the road. He is crossing the road. Okay. So and then what's the name? So the verb is abara. Abara, he crossed. Ya'buru, he is crossing. The noun is ubur. Ubur, crossing. The noun ubur is crossing. So from similar word that we have ibra. Okay, I think we have seen this in the Quran a lot. Ibratun. Okay, ibra, a lesson. Ibra is from the similar origin. A lesson that can just make tears to cross out of your eyes. That's what we term as ibratun. Okay, so for example, several places in the Quran, Allah would strike an example. For example, in the example of Pharaoh, okay, what Allah did to them. to Pharaoh and his armies. And then Allah will say, Inna fi zalika la ibratan liman yakhsha. Indeed, in that is a lesson, not just any lesson, a lesson that can make tears to cross out of your eyes. That's why we have that that beautiful word, ibratun. A lesson that can cause you to shed tears, right? Okay. So, abarna hazan nahar. We cross this river. Of course, you have to cross the river like the image I just showed you. If the whole place is surrounded, you have to cross the river. Hazan nahar wa tasabaqna fi sibah. And then we compete. Tasabaqa. Yani to compete. Okay. Tasabaqa ya tasabaku. And that's from similar origin that we have musabaqatun. I think we have seen this before. We came across a lesson that had to do with competition, right? Musabaqatun. Okay. Yeah, I can remember musabaqatun fil jarri or something they were running, right? Yes. So what tasabaqna fi sibahati, and then we compete. We compete in sibahatun, in swimming. So they compete in swimming when the whole place is over flooded, when there is a huge rain, and then there is a flow out of water. So that's what we term as faidun or fayadon. Okay, fayadon is, what's the name? Flood. It's from the same or similar origin. Fayadon, overflow. Faidon or fayadonun. Okay, a flood. Okay. وأرى كثيرا من أهل البلد, and I see a lot of the people of the area, or a lot of the people of the city. لا يعرفون السباحة. They do not know swimming. وهم كبار. While, so you see this wa again, it means while, not end. لا يعرفون السباحة. They do not know swimming. وهم كبار. While they are old. Okay, he said that they learned swimming while they were small. But you can see some old man or someone who has spent a lot on this earth, but he doesn't know swimming. But he's saying in the context of their village, that's something that happens regularly. So of course, people know swimming. They're even small children. But he's saying they can see. He sees a lot of the people who are old, but they don't know how to swim. وَلَا يَخَافُونَ وَيَخَافُونَ الْمَاءَ جِدًّا, and then they fear the water a lot. وَلَا يَدْخُلُونَ النَّهْرَ, and they do not enter the river. جَاءَ مَرَّةً صَدِيقٌ لِي. Once a friend of mine came to me. جَاءَ مَرَّةً صَدِيقٌ لِي, a friend of mine. Oh, see, صَدِيقٌ لِي, a friend of mine. جَاءَ مَرَّةً, came once. Once a time he came. من البلد, from the city. ودخلنا النهر, and we entered the river. وقلنا له, and we said to him, تعالى, يعني come, تعالى, come. يا أخي, oh my brother, واغتسل واسبح, and bath and swim. Of course, we know اغتسل, he bathed. يغتسل, he is bathing. The command, the amr is اغتسل, bath. Okay, and here, of course, as we have said, from the sibaha, يعني sabaha yasbahu, isbah, swim. Okay, so they told him, يا أخي, تعالى واغتسل واسبح, come and bath and swim. فقال, and he said, إني أخاف الماء, I fear the water. ولا أعرف السباحة, and I do not know swimming. فشجعناه. فشجعناه, it is a heavy word. So I would say the verb is shajja, to motivate. Shajja, he motivated. Yushajju, he is motivating. Okay, yushajju, he is motivating. So he says فشجعناه, and we motivated him. وقلنا, and we said, لا تخف, don't fear. وَنَحْنُ مَعَكَ, while we are with you. Again, while we are with you. We are with you, so you don't need to fear. فَتَشَجَّعَ. You see, they are very similar. When we say fatashajja, it means he got motivated, or he made an effort to be motivated. Let me try to point out something here and you see something. See here. And now see here. Okay, see here. The verb here is shajja. Okay. Any other thing is a zaida, is an extension. Now here, the verb here is tashajja. So what can you see? Is there a difference between them? Okay, shajja. Here, tashajja. You can see tashajja. Here, there's an addition of a ta. That is a zaida at the beginning. So what happens is that in sarf, in Arabic morphology, this one, we call it comes in a group, the form 2 pattern. Okay, fa'ala is on the form 2 pattern. And this one is on the form 5 pattern. So when you take an Arabic dictionary, you see something like 4, 5. Okay, we call them the tafa'ala pattern. And what is the difference? So if I say fa'ala, and if I say tafa'ala, the difference is, if I say shajja, he motivated. But if I add the tashajja, it returns the bimana, the object to the one doing it. Bimana, the one, there is no object again. The one, he himself, here, shajja, he motivated someone. But here, tashajja, if I add this ta at the beginning, the ta signifies that he himself got motivated. He didn't motivate anyone. I hope that is clear. So if I say kesara, he broke something into pieces. Okay, whether a pen or something. Kesara, he broke into pieces. It's a similar pattern, kesara. But if I add the ta kesara, it got broken, or he got broken into pieces. It's not that he did it to something. So we call it that process mutawa'a. I want you to get this concept once and for all, so that as we are going, if we see verbs coming on that pattern, you can easily determine what it will mean. I hope that is clear. That's why I'm spending time to explain it very well. Okay, this, as I said, let me just do a simple summary. This comes on the form 2 pattern, fa'ala, like shajja, he did it to someone. Shajja, he motivated someone. But if the ta is added, it means he himself. So shajja, he motivated. Tashajja, he got motivated. He didn't motivate anyone. He himself got motivated. I hope that is clear. Okay. Another example, allama, he taught. Ta'allama, he learned. He didn't teach anyone. It's just like teaching yourself. He learned. Ta'allama, he learned. So that's why he said ta'allamna sibaha. We learned. But if he said allamna without the ta, allamna, we taught. We did it to someone. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's continue. وَدَخَلْنَا الْمَاءَ وَدَخَلَ الْمَاءَ, and he entered the water. وَأَرَادَ أَنْ يَسْبَحَ, and he wanted to swim. Okay, he wanted to swim. وَلَكِنْ ذَهَبَ إِلَى قَعْرٍ, but he got to the bottom. He wanted to swim and he went to the bottom, the the bottom part of the water. Okay. فأخذنا بيده, and we hold his hand. ورفعناه, and we raised him. فخرج, and he got out. وقد شرب الماء, and he had drunk the water. وقد شرب الماء, and he had drunk the water. So he was about to drown. It was just he was just lucky that Allah saved him. So he wanted to swim and he went to the car. Okay, he was about to get drowned. So فأخذنا بيده, we hold him by his hand. ورفعناه, and we raised him. فخرج, he got out. وقد شرب الماء, and he had drunk the water. Not that he drank it voluntarily. Of course, when someone is going to drown, he doesn't have control again, so the water will forcefully enter his nose and his mouth. So that's what happened to him. He drank part of the water. He was about to drown. That's just what it means, right? Inshallah, let's pause here, and then, as I said, we don't want to make the lesson long. We'll try to see what will happen in the next lesson. So we'll continue in the next lesson. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.